Hi guys, welcome back to English with Max. Today I'm doing a video on the difference between shade and shadow. I'll also show you some pictures to illustrate the differences. Many non-native speakers mix up these two words. I think probably because they're quite similar, but also because in some languages, maybe in many languages, there's only one word for this. In Spanish it's sombra, in French it's ombre, and in German it's Schatten. Let's first look at the meaning of shadow. A shadow is an area of darkness or a shape made by an object that is blocking rays of light. Now the light might be artificial light or it could be sunlight. Shade, on the other hand, is an area of ground that is not being touched by direct light. Normally that light is sunlight. Now shade in this context is uncountable, so you cannot say shade, but you can say shadow. Now I understand that that might still be a bit unclear, so right now we'll look at some pictures. This is a shadow created by this tree. This is my shadow. This is my shadow again. This is George's shadow. And here you can see part of my cat's shadow. We would call the darker parts in these pictures shade. Here are Frank and George in the shade. Here, George the kangaroo is in the sun and Frank the koala is in the shade. If we summarize it, shade is a lot more general. It's the general area that the sun does not directly hit. A shadow, on the other hand, is a lot more specific. It's the dark shape that is created by a specific object. If you're outside, say you're at a picnic with some friends, you might say to them, "Should we sit in the shade or the sun?" You don't say, "Should we sit in the shadow or the sun?" Now, technically you could say, "Should we sit in that shadow?" It's grammatically correct, but it's not a natural thing that native speakers would say. If you're outside and you want to distinguish between being in direct sunlight or being out of the sun, then you should say shade. On a side note, shades with an S is also an informal way of saying sunglasses. And for the ladies, this is eyeshadow. In English you can't just say shadow for this. You have to say eyeshadow. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you want to be updated on new videos. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. I've left the links in the info box below. And don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comments section if you wish. See you next time. I'll just cover Frank's ears. The first part of the word is actually pronounced like this.